Hello everyone, my name is Financial Charles. Today is March 16th of 2024 and the current Bitcoin price is about $67,000, kind of teetering on the edge of the high $66,000 range. And I just wanted to say that when the prices are like this is a good time to be buying. Right now, from the top, we were topped out at about $73,500. If you take the measure move to where it is right now, we're about 9% below the high, but we even wicked down to the $65,000 range, which was about an 11% drawdown. Let's see if I could go in a little bit closer. We can measure the top to that bottom wick. So yeah, about 11% drawdown. This is the time to be buying. You don't want to be waiting for any, you know, just keep on buying on the way down. This whole entire bull run that we've seen from bottom to top, we've had very shallow drawdowns. Very early on, we had this 21% drawdown. Then this was also about a 20% drawdown, and then we had another about 21% drawdown over here. This was earlier on in the bull run, and then we even had a 21% drawdown up here too. So those were that was early on in the bull run, and then recently we've been getting these, from the 64,000 to $59,000 drop. That was only about that was about a 13% drawdown. So these drawdowns are getting, less and less drastic. Yeah, 14% drawdown. And right now, so each drawdown gets less and less. So I wouldn't even wait for this to be a 20% drawdown for you to buy. Just keep on buying right now. And then if it drops down 20% from the high, that's an even better time to be buying because Bitcoin is inevitably going to go up over time. So each dip is an opportunity to buy more. There's no reason to be like if you put $1,000 in right now and it drops to $35,000, you only lose $500, but the upside is so much more than that. And I don't think we're going to be dropping 50% from here. you know Bitcoin will inevitably always go up over time, so it's always good that the price is dipping because you're getting a discount on your coins, and you don't want to be fighting the trend in the bull market. The trend is your friend till the end. Bitcoin's going to continuously go up. And then if you go back to this 2017 bull run, you could see that we've had many drawbacks that were much more than what we saw in this current bull run where it's just 21% drawbacks, and then lately we've only been getting the 14% drawback and the 11% drawback. From the very beginning, this was a 35% drawback here for 2017. Then you had this was even larger. This was more like a 38% drawback there. And then you have a 40% drawback here. And then more drawbacks, just 32% drawback there, 33% drawback there. All of these they're very sizable drawbacks compared to what we're getting now, but because Bitcoin is more mature nowadays. But it just kept on going up. All these drawbacks were they were opportunity to be buying more. There's only 21 million Bitcoins, and more people are fighting over these coins every single day. People that own Bitcoin right now, all people that own Bitcoin right now, they will eventually become maxis. And what maxis do is every single time we get hands on fiat, we just convert it straight into Bitcoin right away. And this is a continuous thing that will always happen with Bitcoin maxis. These Bitcoin maxis, they believe in Bitcoin long term, and they believe that there is no better alternative than to be buying Bitcoin. So we will always continuously be buying Bitcoin with the money we earn. And if Bitcoin supply continues to get less and less, that in itself is what is going to be pumping up the prices. So it doesn't even matter if people that don't buy Bitcoin now are not buying Bitcoin. Doesn't matter. They will just buy the top. They will buy the top when it's time to FOMO. But Bitcoin maxis, doesn't even matter the price. In fact, Bitcoin maxis, we want the price to go lower and lower. Like, it'd be nice to see Bitcoin's price do this. What if instead, let me just delete all these drawings real quick first before I make this. But I already made this point last video, but I'm going to make it again. Historically, we don't see Bitcoin reach all-time highs until the Q4 of the halving year. So if history was any indication, we would be seeing all-time highs around November of 2024, but instead we saw it February of 2024. So when price is high like this, right, and it keeps going this way, we're getting less Bitcoin for our paychecks. But imagine if the cycle was like this the whole time, and then it didn't sweep up to the all-time high until November, and then you got this price action, like let's say it's February and Bitcoin is still at $23,000, you know, that we would have gotten so much more Bitcoin for our paycheck, you know. So we want to see the price suppressed as low as possible for an extended period of time, because Bitcoin is inevitably going to go up regardless, because people will, you know, Bitcoin maxis will continue to put more money into the system while the amount of Bitcoins being put out, they decrease, you know. 900 new Bitcoin get minted per day, but with the halving coming in April, that turns to 450. So the amount of Bitcoins, the amount of new Bitcoins being issued gets cut in half, but the demand continues to increase. So Bitcoin will always go up. That's the reason why we're at all-time highs right now. The ETFs keep on buying Bitcoin, and it causes supply shock, and the supply shock is going to get worse when only half as much Bitcoin is able to be produced coming in April. So yeah, as a Bitcoin maxi, we like to see the price low, but even at highs like this, we will just continue to buy. We will continue to buy. So, and we will continue to buy because we know that there's only 21 million. You cannot take it away from us. You cannot take it away from our hardware wallets. And yeah, that's all. I guess that's all I wanted to say today. Regardless of what the price is, could be at 20,000, could be at 70,000, I am always going to be buying. And if you're putting dry powder aside to hope for a dip to wait lower, that is timing the market. They say time in the market beats time in the market. If you're dollar cost averaging in instead of lump summing every single paycheck, you're trying to time the market because you're trying to wait for the price to go lower so you can, you know, put that dry powder, so you can deploy the dry powder. But you know, to predict it going lower is timing the market. So I am not in the business of timing the market. I'm just in the business of converting my fiat value to the hardest money of all time, which is Bitcoin, over long periods of time. You could see as the trend goes on, we're definitely in a bull run now. So, but we love these ranges right here. Like when you really zoom out, we love buying during these ranges, in these ranges, you know. So yeah, I mean, sit back and just buy up this dip, and we will just continue to ride this bull run. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you next video.